What's up, my demons and devils? Welcome back to another video. Today we will be continuing the Finch's story. Last time we did Gregory and Gus, which ended up being really sad, and I actually almost cried at Gregory's one. No playing outside. House? What? No answering door to strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others. Okay. And here's the board. What did it say? Raise flag 7:30, breakfast 8, quiet time 11. So they had like a proper military style routine. That's depressing. This is cool though. I've always wanted one of these.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Here we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. I want one of those. That is really cool. I love mandala style things.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Look at how happy they look. Aww. Calcutta. Where is Calcutta? I don't know. I'm not good at map stuff. Wait. Oh, I can go back down if I want.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
So she was a religious person after her father passed away. Oh.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Oh wait, Lewis is the drug addict, isn't he?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Dawn's is kind of run down.
And to see kids
Mine
in the
is
house
nice.
again.
Yeah. Milton's obviously has a load of art on it. And Lewis actually had his quite nicely organised.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Look at how nice the view is though. And you can see the house out in the distance.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
They had homeschooling.
But it didn't last.
Our family history, fact or fiction, multiplication. What does that say? Lewis rules. Great. So they did have their own little classroom so that they could homeschool their children. Which, yeah, it was probably because they didn't want to lose any more of them.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton had a castle.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Yeah, because he really liked painting, didn't he? And they didn't put a death date. Hey! They didn't put a death date on his thing because they never found him. So the mum refused to believe that he was gone. But the thing is, he never came back, so what would have happened to him? See, when I walked into this room, it reminded me of Unfinished Swan. Because I'm pretty sure some of this is actual, like that painting there that I'm looking at, I'm pretty sure that is an exact copy of something from Unfinished Swan.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
That is really good though. Yeah, some of this is complete copies from Unfinished Swan, because I remember playing the game. So maybe this was made by the same people, which is what I was wondering when I first played through this. I was wondering if this was made by the same people. Look at how cool all this is. even that looks like something from it. Even if it's just a small representation. It's really clever. He's an amazing painter.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, I have to keep going. Okay. He drew himself a door so he could walk through it. That was really cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Which is why she didn't know what he looked like. But he's right there. That's really sad as well. It's really sad but really cool at the same time. Because his paintings are amazing, but it was sad that he disappeared.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Huh? Did he run away? Wait. I never noticed that before. Is that saying that he ran away? So he
Mom
didn't just disappear?
Blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh no. I don't like this story. I mean, it's cool, but it's really
Everyone
sad.
always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Legalize weed. Oh my god, he's got a legalize weed poster. This is where I begin forgetting what happens again. I didn't notice they had a legalize weed poster though. Because Lewis was the drug addict then. He was a bit eccentric, in a way.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Essentially, yes, he was just a pure drug addict.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah. What is that? Is that like some sort of knockoff NES? I like how all the music is like really psychedelic too. Ooh. Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Yeah, there we go.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Ah, give me that.
He kept working at the cannery.
Yep. His hand is
But
covered
he
in
withdrew
fish
part of
blood.
himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
The
His
monotony
mind
of the
began
job.
to wander.
Yeah. The monotony of the
I
job
asked him
started
to
killing him.
describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Ooh.
And
Dinosaur?
things
Oh no, a
that
dragon.
have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Yeah.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
Here we go.
But he found something
The start
more.
of his crazy world.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Because he was completely engrossed in his little world.
Like a whole new Lewis.
They never saw it.
So I let him go on.
But you should have seen it and stopped him. It's the classic.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
But it's taking over his life.
He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
It's weird how
Then
it
he
just
made
becomes all so
musicians.
real for him. Dancing people.
And songs for them to play. He
It
talked
ends
about
up
starting a
taking
band.
over his life. So basically he ends up going crazy from his job.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Fish.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Yay! Lewis-topia!
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Yeah.
It became a game for him.
It's almost completely taken him over. He can't even see the real
Conquer a
world
city,
anymore.
then immediately push on.
Where are the fish?
New Louisville.
Oh no. You can't go very fast with this boat either.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. That's an actual place though. St.
We
Louis is
started
an actual
drifting
place.
away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the
Minneapolis.
cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Yeah, he can't see anything anymore. He's completely lost it.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Let's go for... I think I went for a Beautiful Prince the
Handsome
first
Queen.
time I played this game. I want to see what changes if you chose Handsome Queen.
The Queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
Yay! Yeah, I want to see what changes if you choose the other person.
He followed the sound of her
Let's go. No, I want to go for the sitar. Let me go for the sitar. Yeah.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
East of this. Hang on a second.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Look at how, like, this would be really cool as an
He was
actual
so
game.
proud of having created it.
Like, this would be really cool as its own standalone game. like Lewis's
In his
adventure
own
or
eyes,
something.
he'd become something greater than a king.
Where's the dog? Where's my doggo? I can hear my doggo. Where's my friend?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
I can't run.
And then it
There's
struck
no
him
running.
that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
So basically he did go crazy, yeah, because now he thinks his little imaginary world is real.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Here we go.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh, he had a little games console. Cool.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh no, here we go. Ew, look at how gross this place is.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
See, he's not even chopping anything anymore. What am I meant to be doing? Oh, right. Never mind. Hang on. I'm going up here.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The
Oh,
palace
no.
would be packed with his companions.
Look at all those people happily dancing, but it's so dark in the background, that's the thing. He went insane and then ended up killing himself.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Calico? A literal cat. Okay. Oh, Molly! Molly the cat. Okay, that's a bit crazy. Even more crazy than usual.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Here we go. This is where you figure out how he dies.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know.
Yeah.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Emily Nuth.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So that's really sad because he was a cool dude, but he went insane. Hang on, I'm gonna... So I did Milton and Lewis, so I think that's enough for today. So... Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. Oh, man. Okay, so... Thanks to my demons and devils for watching. If you're new and want to become one of my demons, please hit the subscribe button and please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos I do in the future. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, because I would love that. And I shall see you all next time. So goodbye!